Hey guys, today we're going to be going over 5 quick ways to probably make sure you're maximizing your storage. The first tip I have is to make sure you fold the stocks that you can, as well as remove the magazines and rear grips from the guns you have. This will cut the gun in half usually and save you a few slots. Next tip I recommend is if you have a bunch of 30 rounders or just magazines you're not using, I recommend you sell those, whether you sell them on the market here or you just sell them directly to a contact. Any over 50 you can keep, but just any magazines that are like 30 or below, like these ones here, make sure you sell them because you don't want them just cluttering your inventory, especially if you're not using them. For tip number 3, if you're not going to use something, just go ahead and sell it. Something like a piece of armor or a helmet or a gun just sitting in your inventory not being used is giving you no value whatsoever, and it's kind of just taking up space, and that's value that could be turned liquid so you could buy other things. And if you need gear and everything in the future, then you can just use the money that you got from selling it to buy it when you actually need it. For tip number 4, we're going to be talking about bags and bag stacking as well as rigs. In Arena Breakout Infinite, you can have 3 bags stacked within each other. This is mainly helpful instead of a raid, just so you can hold as much loot as possible. But another important thing is rigs here. This rig is 4x3, but if we look at the storage inside, it holds 16 slots. So when it's unfolded, it actually holds more slots than it takes up here, so you are actually gaining free slots. Once again, this is mainly for when you're inside of a raid and not when you're inside of your storage here, but this can be used for something like this to store money and get a few extra slots. Tip number 5 is more related to one of the main causes of storage issues in gear hoarding, and that's don't be afraid to use and lose gear. Because like I was saying earlier, if you're not using gear, it's ultimately serving you no value, and what's the point of having some of the best gear or some of the best guns in the game here if you're not actually going to use it? Using gear is what gets you better at the game, and I know it can be frustrating to die and lose said gear, but you know, it's not doing anything for you if you're not really using it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I apologize for the shorter video and the lack of another guide video. This past week was my birthday here, so I've just been taking things kind of slower. But I am going to be working on the armory guide and should hopefully have that out by next Sunday. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, please sub, and you guys have a wonderful rest of your day.